8 valley villagers, 1 crown, 1 chance to slay. They'll design the best Sharksnap. They'll glam up, they'll risk it all. Welcome to Mr. Left Shark Main Stage.
And shine, old style, simply divine. Scarlet's looks are fire, hot cocoa, sweet, chic and cozy. Laney face magic is everywhere. Crescent smile is graceful like coral gleam. Keto, senpai, and Tanny all cheer. The judges are here in the valley where dreams all play. Slay or slay.
Previously on Slayer Slade.
For this week challenge, the winner is Topher.
Oh my gosh.
Hey!
The way you told that story of What If is amazing. When I saw the picture at first, I was like, oof, that's dark. But when you told the story, and I had that talk with Senpai about it, we both agreed that it's a little villain soiree. Not necessarily the chic soiree, but they're all meeting up together after winning. And your background, the way you build your scene, Topher, it's just amazing. Lainey, the reason why we put you in bottom 2 is we didn't get the what if the villain win. We got villainous lair that was pleasing to the eyes, really well done, but did not really met the team. And Cress.
Yeah, it was really good. It was super hard to pick because what I liked about your shot was you also, just like Topher, you did a really good job conveying what the villain's victory looked like.
Lainey, you're safe to slay another week.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lainey.
Cress, you did a good job. However, I was more seeing a daylight fairy, more creature than night creature.
Hi everyone, Mr. Left Shark here, and welcome to the last episode of Slay or Slade Season 1. This adventure was such a blast, and it is with emotion that I'm recording this last intro. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to you guys, the viewers. Thank you for watching with me weekly. I loved reading you while we were watching the premiere together. Then I want to thank all of the content creators who participated in this competition. Scarlett, Hot Cocoa, Jam, Monsieur Mike, Cress, Oat, Topher, and none the last, Lainey Faye. You are the best cast I could have dreamed for. A special thank you to Tanny and Senpai for trusting me and helping me judge during the season. And one last thank you to my bestie, Keto, who I met 1 year ago. And what a crazy ride we had with our brand new channel. Without your help and support, I don't think Slayer Slate would have been the same. So a huge thank you, bestie! Now, back to our regular program. And all season, we have split hair while judging. This week, we're serving double the fantasy and twice the drama. Because in the world of Dreamsnap, sometimes one look isn't just enough. This week's challenge will test our Valley Villagers' storytelling and their ability to turn one photo into 2 iconic moments, So Queens, Hero, Villains, and Villager, get ready to show us your best split shot realness. And to help me to do the final judging, the one and only Keto is back!
Lainey Faye, you're up next.
So for this week's snap, I went ahead and I went the Wizard of Oz split shot. So I wanted to give nods throughout the whole shot there. We have that area right where you're coming out of the spooky woods into the poppy field. My character is Glenda the Good Witch, and she is arriving in her bubble. Off to the left, you can see Eric as our Tin Man. We also have a broom there for the Wicked Witch. And that cute little acorn teapot is our oil can to go ahead and fix Eric up. And then off to the right, we have Simba as the Cowardly Lion. We also have a Scarecrow. The up balloon is our nod to the Wizard of Oz. And then we have Emerald City in the background.
Keto, I'm happy you're judging with me this week because, Lainey, what I'm going to tell you about that snap, it's going to go back to one of the snap, and I think it was the dragon on the runway, where, if I remember well, you were up to elimination on that week because we felt that it was too much cluttered and the cohesion was less there. Versus this one where you had more specific team where you took Wizard of Oz and you edit enough because it's well designed and all the little detail that we need to know from that movie are there. I would have not thought that you would have used the acorn teapot for the oil canister to fix the Tin Man. You did it so well. The split shot in between is done amazingly. I know you said to me last week that you did one split shot. To me, it looked like you did more than one. You worked very well that line in the middle. You can clearly see two different scenes. The only thing I would have done is, on the forest, I would have tried to probably find a 3 to block that sky there, but it's not a nitpicking. It's just a personal touch, I'm telling you. I'm not gonna nitpick on that one because the split, you can see it. And I even love that you have a Mickey Cloud. Lainey, good job. You did a very good job there.
Wow, we finally hit the week where Keto's about to sound like the super nice guy and Shark's gonna sound like the meanie pants. So what I was gonna say is that I actually like the little break in the trees, and I was almost gonna suggest that I wish that the tree to the left, like in the very corner, wasn't there, so you almost saw a little bit more of it, just because you can almost see that there's a gradient in the sky. And whether that's an optical illusion thanks to wow. I'm going to try to do that one more time. Whether that is an optical illusion thanks to the color choices around that space, or that is due to the actual sky kind of having that natural gradient to it during certain times of day. Either way, that's what I'm getting from it. So it almost feels like a totally different sky. And I love having that kind of symmetry of having the sky shown in both spots, even though it is a split shot. And I do really, really like the concept you've gone for here. Like Shark said, using the little acorn teapot over there was so freaking creative. Oh my goodness. I love that touch so much. I also think that you really did, you followed all of our directions when it came to the busy, but not too busy. If you're going to go really packed and tell a lot in your snap, you have to be very careful about where the kind of clusters of chaos end up being. And I feel like you really mastered that here. So I see definite improvement, and I'm really, really excited to see how the rest of this goes, because if this is the first one, my goodness, my goodness, we're in trouble.
Topher, you're up next.
Hi, so in a weird coincidence, I also went Wizard of Oz this week. When I first started thinking about doing a split shot, I thought, well, this is the semifinals and it's time to push myself a little bit. And so I wanted to step out of the box, which I like doing anyways. And instead of doing a left-right front split shot, I wanted to do a front and back split shot and show that there is another way to do split shots where you can split a front scene and a back scene. And I thought if I'm going to be pushing myself anyways, I also wanted to be indoors and outdoors. I want to try and achieve an indoor look and an outdoor look with my split shot. And this was the first scene that popped into my mind. This is Dorothy's house has just crash landed in Oz, and in the front we have the boring, safe Kansas farmhouse that has landed in this amazing, colorful world. The doors have opened, and outside you can see Munchkin Land. You can see the color and, everything Dorothy wasn't used to living on a farm in Kansas. And it was just trying to show the difference between inside her crashed farmhouse and the outside of this new world. And part of the reason I chose to do this particular scene, obviously, Wizard of Oz and Dorothy are iconic symbols for my community, for the LGBTQ plus community. And this moment to me just really resonates and symbolizes coming out, where she's literally home, she's somewhere safe, somewhere familiar, but that is kind of boring, kind of brown, not the most exciting. And she has the opportunity to step out into this world that's full of color and adventure. Yes, there's danger, there's fear you have to face to do that, represented by me as the Wicked Witch. But if you can face that, if you can do it, you can step out into a whole new world. Sorry. And that's just what I was trying to do with my split shot here.
Oh my goodness. I'm actually so happy that you took this route, Topher. Like, first and foremost, because when you hear split shot, you're right. Most people do think that left-right split, but you are so correct in your take on this. Like, there is more than one way to do a split shot, and this is an incredible example of that. I love the creativity. I absolutely can see that you've pushed yourself. And then not only that, but the way that you've managed to get the shadows here, like, it really does feel like I'm inside looking outside with the light perfectly casting into the building that I'm standing in. Like, I'm just gagged. I'm floored. The color outside the door is everything. Using the mushroom house like that was perfect. The way that you've done your path out there, which is such a small detail, right? Because it's kind of back there, but it still pops out because of the way that you've designed this and the way that you've really drawn attention in through this doorway. I'm so impressed, Topher. I really do think that this is your best work in this competition yet. And I am incredibly, incredibly proud of you for pulling this one out. This is amazing. This is amazing. My God.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even know what else to say. Like, this is just, I'm speechless. You have me speechless.
I'm gonna agree with Kato here. One of the best shots you did in this whole competition. You definitely shown that you can do a split shot the other way around, which I did not expect to see here. And I'm shook that you did it that way. I never expected that. However, I'm gonna say it that way. When I look at it, and I'm not saying, Topher, like Hito said, the way you place everything for that shadows to be coming from, like, you're opening the door and the light is casting inside the house is good. However, if you compare it to Lainey, I think the split shot is more evident there, and you see a bit more of the scene. Doesn't mean that your shot is not good, because, like I'm telling you, this is one of the best shots you did in this competition, Topher. And don't get me wrong here. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. And yeah. I would have probably maybe loved, what we're used to for a split, especially that, we're looking for go, for first and second place here. And I think that what you did there is a good way, but I think that looking at comparing a full wide split screenshot like we're used to, there's a bit more to see than going with this one, because whatever is behind those walls, you don't see that. You just see that little door square and the inside of the house. That's what, to me, doesn't work too much. I see what you did there, and it's just good, but for a split shot, I would have preferred seeing something a bit more big than seeing that square from the outside and the rest from the inside, which is two pillar and a copy paste of some item theirs. But the picture is good, Topher. Don't get me wrong again. It's just I thought you would have went maybe more like a regular split shot. But the shot itself, Topher, is good.
All right, thank you.
Good job.
Can I just say one more thing here in defense of what you just said? I think that it is almost more impressive, and I mean, I'm gagged at how well this looks like an indoor looking out with the lighting, the placement of the objects, and everything else. I almost feel like that, and considering the camera angles that would have had to go into getting this shot, that is almost more impressive to me than just splitting a scene in half. Because we all know that everyone can make a beautiful scene, or even two. But this shows extra technical skill, and I think that that is what really wows me with this one. Just to throw that out there, because I do see what you're saying about like expecting something, and like this is very different than what you were probably expecting to see. But there's just something about the way that it was done, and all of the detail with the lighting and the angles and the complete different color palettes chosen, that it just spins my brain, and I just can't get over it.
Oat, you're up next.
Hello. I've never done a split shot before. I've seen split shots in people's like posts and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to do an indoor outdoor shot, which is the middle area where my avatar is. I was gonna do it being indoor and then the two sides being outdoor, but I decided to kind of pretend that I'm just in between two different worlds. The outfit I went with is, I'm just trying to give like wizard Harry Potter vibes. So the left side would be more like Muggle world or even Hogsmeade, and then the right side would give Diagon Alley, and just like dark versus light, essentially, I guess. Looking at it now, that's just what I see from it, is dark versus light. So that's all I've got.
Oat. If this is your first split shot, sorry, I can't wait to do what you're gonna do when you're gonna do another one, because the way you use the new walls with doors to create that. So when you said Harry Potter, that's the vibe I'm getting out of it. I was getting and sorry guys, I read them in French, so you're gonna need to help me with this one. This is what I saw from Muggle World, and then you use the wall and you go to Diagon's Alley. That's what it's Diagon Alley, right? Where you purchase your thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I got out of it. The way that you use the lighting there to make it more like, a bit more like darker, eerie, which is what I get from, there's a darker side, I think, in Diagon Alley that, people don't usually get except Dark Wizard and blah, blah, blah. That's what I get from that. And the way you use the bird and everything, even the little critter, to create that darker effect. And with the new house there, it's just fitting to that side. And this side here, it's really giving me Muggle World with that cute little cat that they're living in the parallel world, and without knowing, people are switching. So that split here is amazingly done. I love that your character is hiding two different the line between, the pathing, and that you use those flower here to hide the fact that, you cannot have full padding, and it's adding a little bit color to your foreground, and the opposite color, pink dark, that blue, that dark blue with the gold and the green versus the blue. You just did an amazing job here, Oat. And I would have not known that this is your first split shot. And even using the town hall house on that side here that I just noticed with, what Keto, and I remember, Keto, when you said that, when you saw this is such an amazing detail in that house that you use that to get that. It's just amazing. Good job, Hote.
Y'all, I'm gonna be in so much trouble this week because all of these have me gagged. Oh my gosh, I immediately clocked the Harry Potter reference. Like, that was what I immediately pulled from it. I can see so many gorgeous details in this on both sides. Like, I love the difference of companions. Like, for me, the thing that really stood out to me was, like, on the right side, you have that scary squirrel, but then on the left side, basically in the exact same spot. And the fact that you got them in the exact same spot through a flip or through a split shot, completely flipped so they're identically symmetrical facing opposite ways. That's like one of the little details that really stands out and really sets scenes apart, in my opinion. And it really helps to kind of create points in each one where I can look and I can see, like, what's around this squirrel and what's going on over here. And then on the other side, what's going on around this squirrel and what's happening over here. And I love the entirely different lighting that's going on here too. The way that you used the lamppost to create like a haze and a fog, where the other side looks so clear and so bright and sunny, that is beyond impressive to me as well. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about Topher's too, where it feels like you've literally put two entirely separate worlds in here that are just so different from one another, that they clash, but they don't because of the way that you've built them. It's amazing. This is amazing. I love it.
Guys, it is now deliberation time. And you could not believe me and Kito fought in the deliberation room. I had to hire Wally and Eve to go and fix the room. Table were flipped, hair were taken off of our head. Sorry, pardon my French. It's not coming to me, but guys, just for that, I'm telling you, it was hard deliberation. Because all of the snap you saw were just amazing. So, I welcome you to the final elimination.
Welcome back. Topher, Lainey, and Hote. This is the last moment. The moment where two of you will move to the final and one of you will be slayed. You all did an amazing job this season. You listened to critiques, you applied the change, and this made you being with me and Keto right now at the last episode before the final. As for the winner of this week, we had an argument, not a bad argument, but we were arguing together on 2 Snap. And as it is Mr. Left Shark Slayer Slade, I took the decision not to have 1 but 2 winner for this week. I want to congrats Oat and Topher for moving to the final.
Oh, thank you.
Lainey, your snap did amazing. It's just looking at it afterward. There's one thing that I did not pick up on the first review, and it was the tree line behind you. There's 2 or 3 trees that are going too much on the other side that broke that split shot effect, which I hold it there, but doesn't mean the snap was bad. It's just I went with little nitpicking there, but Lainey, don't get me wrong, you did a freaking good job. We had to come to that little nitpicking again, and I hate going there.
No problem. Totally understand it. Actually, it was a choice of mine to make it curve in that direction because obviously it's a forest. It doesn't go straight across, but that was just my choice. So I totally understand that being a split shot straight down the middle.
Thank you. And again, Lainey, thank you for being part of it. This was amazing.
That was a hard pick.
It was hard pick. We're all torn. Me and Keto were torn.
Yeah, we
were not happy
definitely.
here. We were not happy having those conversations right now.
I definitely went more than once. So
Yeah, and that's the first thing she said. We came to that call, she was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do that. And
I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh my god, give me a second, guys. That Maribel showed up on my screen. I forgot to hide her, so let me hide them.
Yeah, I literally, that was my entry line was, hey, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Why did they do this to us?
Oh.
But again, Lainey, thank you for being here. It was amazing. And Topher, reason why we picked you is the technical detail that you went on both shots were totally different kind of split. However, the way they were executed technically were equally, and that's why I said I'm gonna but I'm gonna put them both winner, because the technicality of those shots were equal. As much as it was her first shot, Topher was first time doing a different kind of split shot that you just executed amazingly.
Well, thank you.
So,
Amen.
Congrats to both of you. A little word, and Lainey, you can say a word too as well.
Thank you guys so much for having me and everything, allowing me to compete in this. You guys are all fantastic, and I know some of you I didn't know from different streams, so it is so awesome to go ahead and finally get to know you guys and compete with you all. So thank you so much.
It was a pleasure having you with us, Lainey. You made me smile all towards the episode with your snap, and you just did an amazing good job. Thank you again for being here.
I'm very proud that I've been able to hang with these amazing people, these amazing content creators that have been in this competition and made it to the top two. It's just unbelievable. I'm proud of myself, and I'm just having a wonderful time. I'm glad I can still be here doing this.
Thank you, Topher. It was a blast having you all along that season. I see all the improvement you've made. When me and Keto were looking earlier into how you started this season and where you are right now, and if you would have asked me, not knowing that you would put in place the critiques we were giving, I would have never thought you would be making it to the final. But looking at you, listen, you put what we told you, and your snap from day one to now are a real split shot. Amazing. And Topher, it was a blast having you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely want to say thank you, Shark and Keto, for putting me in the final two. I only started Dream Steps a few months ago, but it hasn't been long since I started, so it feels really good to have made it this far in this competition, competing against people who are so good and so talented. I'm really excited to be under pressure for the final, going against Topher because he's so talented. It's going to be a lot of fun, and whoever wins, I'm happy with the end result.
Thank you, Oat. And Oat, you came into that competition last minute. You've been doing Snap, like you said, from not too long ago. And you gave us in that competition consistency, and when we gave you critiques, you put them in place, and that's what made your snap week after week amazing. I'm really glad that when I reached out to you to join us last minute, you said yes, and it was a blast. Again, I repeat myself, it was a blast to Lainey, it was a blast at Topher, and it was a blast with Oat, because week after week, I was really happy going on Sunday and take a look at the snap with you. So, thank you. Keto want to add a little something?
You know, look, this has been a wild ride, and I can confidently say that everyone who joined us throughout the entire competition absolutely just gave it their all and created some amazing scenes and really challenged themselves to take on their competition with just so much firepower. Like, everyone came ready to fight, and that's something that I'm always going to admire. Like, everyone came hungry for the win, and it was really, really fun to see everyone develop and grow and learn and continue to just fight for their win. So seeing how everything has turned out, I couldn't be more proud of Topher and Oat for making it to the finale. I definitely fought hard for both of you guys at different points throughout this competition. Fought hard for a lot of people throughout this competition. But I definitely am really excited to see how you guys take on this finale and see what you guys come up with. This is two totally different styles and design eyes going into this. So getting to see two wildly different perspectives on whatever the challenge may be is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. Thank you guys for everything, to all of our contestants for being here. And yeah, thank you guys for having me as a guest judge and for allowing me to be so honest and so blunt about your designs. It's really meant a lot to be here. So thank you guys.